Let's talk about judgment. Judging someone. Number one, I'm gonna say this: no man in this world, whether he wears a black robe or not, whether he is rich or powerful, or he's a Christian, or no matter who he is, no man can judge no other man on this earth. I cannot judge you. My peer cannot judge me. Christ makes it clear that if I judge a person, then I should be judged by the same exact standards. God told Samuel when he went to go find a king for Israel, and he went to Bethlehem to one of Jesse's sons, and Samuel felt as though that God made a mistake because David was so skinny and small. How can he want him to be king over all the people all the people, all these Israelites? And God told Samuel these exact words: "I examine the hearts and of man. I don't see as a human see. They see from the outside, I see from the inside." So who am I to judge a person if I can't see their heart? Yes, they may do foolish things and do hideous things that I don't approve of, but who am I to judge them? I give videos to help you enlighten you, not to judge you. Paul said, "I have the right to judge a person's sin." You know, when you sit in front of that judge and he slams that goblet down and he sentences you to your prison term or your sentence, he's not judging you. He's judging your actions. Them 12 jurors are not judging you. They're judging your actions. Now, some people stood in front of the judge, in front of the juries, and the jury or the judge or the prosecutor judge the person rather than the actions of the person. Okay? Because remember, sin came into the world. Okay? So, God's saying to us, don't judge no one by their appearance, but judge them based on the fruit that they produce. He said, you will know a teacher or a preacher or a prophet or a Christian by the fruit that they produce. Okay? We have no right to judge no one. I can't judge a Muslim because he serves Allah and believe that Muhammad was sent by God. I can't judge a Buddhist if he believes in the bald man who believes in karma. I can't judge a Hinduist who believes in 2 million gods. I can't judge that person because of what they do. I can judge and say, listen, what you're doing is wrong. That's wrong. I can say that, but I can't say you're going to hell. A lot of Christians say that, which push some people away from Christ, which is very wrong. I really disapprove of that. I would never tell them they're going to hell. I was watching Joel Austin talk to Larry David, and Larry David was asking him, because Larry David is a Jew. He was asking him, would I go to jail? Would I go to hell? And he said to Larry King, I can't say if you're going to heaven or hell. I have no right. He said, I believe in what I believe, which is to believe that Jesus Christ died for my sins, and that by believing in Him, I can go to heaven. You know, he makes it clear. And Benny Hinn and a lot of preachers, called him a coward and told him, you're a coward, you this and that. But he done something right. He never judged Larry King. I can't judge an atheist and say you're going to heaven because you don't believe in God. Who knows what may happen in that person's life that they may turn around and turn to God. Or who knows what happened in that person's life that they may turn and do the opposite because of a life situation. How many people who was once notorious came back and had a traumatic experience and came back and became new people? Numerous people in the world have done that. We are not to tell someone they're going to hell. Who are we? We're not God. Knowing why a person cannot judge another person, number one is this: I cannot judge my own self. I cannot sit in front of a judge. I cannot sit in front of God. I cannot sit in front of you and tell you why I've done the things I've done. I cannot explain to you. I may think I can, but I really can't explain to you. They're going to say, well, why did you do this? Why did you curse that person out? And I would say, well, because they hurt my feelings. And then they can show me the person's true feelings inside. And then they would say, well, why did you do it now? and then I would be stuck. I would literally be stuck. So, you know, I can't even explain my own situation. So how can I judge you if I can't even, you know, judge my own self? I can't judge myself because I don't know. So God says this, listen, only I judge, only I throw into hell and heaven. That's my job. You are to tell people what they're doing wrong and that they may turn to me. Christ says, judge not, or that you will be judged by the same standards. Like Casey Anthony. A lot of people are saying, well, the justice system is wrong. She killed her, and for 30 days she didn't report a child missing, or she knew where it was at. So what? Do you know what really happened? No, you don't. Oh, I'm going to kill her. She should be in jail. Can you? Now, that child lost their life, and I feel bad. But if God allowed it to happen, who are you? Who are you to say what a person deserves? If God allowed her to be set free, remember, anything in this world that happens, God allowed it to happen for a specific reason. I don't know the reason at all. Paul said in Romans, can no one be God's advisor? They cannot tell him what is right, what is wrong. They can't even understand his purpose. They cannot give God back what is already his. So judging is wrong. Stop condemning someone. Stop condemning the person. Rather than condemn their actions. And do it respectfully. Do it with care. When you judge someone's actions, do it with care and concern. Not do it because, oh, I'm greater than you. Because no man is greater than no man. To be honest, there's only one man in this world that has been greater than all of us, human beings. And then I'm not talking about Christ. Because the disciples was discussing who was greater amongst them. And Christ said that John is the greatest amongst all men. Because he's the one who baptized Jesus. Okay? And then he said that the least important angel in heaven is greater than John. But John is the greatest amongst us all. So, with that being said, I'm saying to you that no one is great. Even though John is considered greater than us because he has baptized the Messiah, that don't give him the right to judge us or to condemn us, but he can do our actions. If you really want to judge someone, and do it with concern and genuine love. And if you judge him and you say, listen, you being a liar is wrong, you doing this and that, you're not serving God, you know, you can express your concern by saying, listen, you may not believe in the Messiah, they died on the cross, but listen, I care for you enough that I want to help you believe. And if they reject you, they reject you. Don't say, oh, you're going to hell. So who are you? You're not God, neither am I. So stop the judging. They say stop the violence, I say stop the judging. Because judging leads to violence, it leads to division, and it angers God very much. And you look like a fool, and Christ said this, and God says this, Christ and God says this, so they're the same person. Because of you, and he meant the Christians and the Jews, because of you, because of me also, the nations have despised and rejected me because of you. And it's how we approach things and how we handle things. And look at the history of man. See how they have condemned so many people and told them they're going to hell without having concern for them and helping them out.